No, I don't think so. I think as a driver, you always have to do a step back and look the weekend as a whole. And if I look the weekend as a whole, there's plenty of things we could have done better. I mean, plenty of things. I think there's one thing that we could have done better, which is the way we are preparing the tires for the qualifying lap. Because as I said, yesterday I was happy with the lap. I just didn't have enough grip available, and this is mostly coming from the lap before, trying to get the tires in the right window. And from that moment, that puts us in a very difficult situation for the rest of the weekend, because starting P8, you cannot do much more. We did an amazing strategy, amazing tire management, amazing pace, but it's just not enough when you are starting P8. So it's not very often in my career that I had to focus on qualifying pace, because this normally is one of my strengths. But Australia and here, this is where I've been struggling. So I'll focus on that. But normally when I work on something, I get better at it quite quickly, so I'm confident I'll make improvements quickly.
Yeah, because when we look at last year, you were getting the poles, but the race wins and the results weren't coming. So you're working really hard to switch that around this year and, well, to make them both level, I guess, to make them both as good as each other.
Yes, however, I think I've always been described as a very fast driver in qualifying, not so much in the race. I think this year I'm not doing something crazy different. It's just that we have a car that is much better in the race, that is much nicer with tires. We've been working on that, and we think that we understood the direction in which we need to go to with the car in order for us to have an easier life in the race. So this year I think we are seeing steps forward, but this shouldn't hurt our qualifying performance. So I don't think this is related to my struggles in the last two qualifying. I think that's more me and the way we are building the temperature in the tires on the outlap, and this I'll look into it and try to understand what I can do better.
Is your battle this year with Carlos, or can you two challenge the Red Bulls, or are they too far ahead?
Sorry?
Is your battle this year with Carlos, or can you challenge the Red Bulls, or are they too far ahead?
For now they are too far ahead, but we are doing a really good job at maximizing all the points since the beginning of the season. And when we'll have the upgrades, maybe we'll be able to challenge them, and then maybe that will be the moment where we can put them under more pressure and hopefully take more and more points from them, and maybe we have a good surprise at the end of the year fighting with them for the World Championship Constructors. But I think it's going, realistically for now, it's a bit too optimistic. But we are not going to give up. We will keep focusing on ourselves, keep maximizing the points as we've done in the beginning of the season, and let's see.
Sorry, yeah, I meant the challenge that's coming from Carlos. Is that tougher than it's been before? Have you seen the challenge coming from Carlos for you? Is that tougher than before? Have you seen a different Carlos now that he's looking for a seat?
Carlos has always been strong. I think one race he was a little bit stronger, one race I was a little bit stronger. He's been two races, he's been a bit stronger, and congratulations to him. And he's done a great job. And as I said, it's very clear to me where I need to work. It's mostly qualifying. Then in the race, Australia is very difficult to understand because we have different strategies here too. But I have no doubts that in the race, the pace is there. It's just that qualifying, I need to put everything together. But again, I am aware, I will work on that. And when I work on something, I get better at it quite quickly.